Alrighty, welcome to another edition of Achievement College, my step-by-step guide to getting you that gamer score. This is Aussie Gamer 17, and this is part 3 of my 100% walkthrough for Broken Age. Although it doesn't say part 3 anywhere on the video, because this is Shay Act 2. So the first video was Shay Act 1, the second video was Valor Act 1, and now we're doing Shay Act 2. If you're new to this series, you may want to go back and watch the first 2 videos and play along with those. And then we get up to this one, we are getting all of the achievements in the game, guys. There are over 25 missable achievements in the game. I'm going to show you how to get them all in as little trouble, little playthroughs as possible. But here we are, video 3, Shay Act 2. To start Shay Act 2, we actually need to choose Shay. You could choose Valor if you want to play it in that order. That would mean you'd need to skip to my next video, which I haven't made yet at the time of this recording. Anyway, we're going to choose Shay, and we're going to start Act 2. So click anywhere on the Shay side of the screen.
Son, are you okay?
Apparently that's Dad.
Accident. Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
Where's your mother?
Now, when we do get given the dialogue options, oh no, here we go.
You need to snap out of it.
I was about to say, I can't remember if I actually need to click something to get the dialogue to start working. But you can just do anything here. It doesn't matter what you choose here. These responses do not matter.
Your mother's still inside. We need to get her out.
Where's Gary?
Just help me out of this sand, will you?
And a reminder about one of the big missable achievements. We're going to start on that, or continue on that in just a second. So just bear with me here. That girl.
Who are you talking about?
A girl just tried to punch me
I'll get myself.
at the end of the last video. Oh. Where did you get that body?
That body. You need to calm down, son. There's been an accident, and your mother is still trapped.
My mother? But you're not... She's really...
Yes, she's really in there. And no, I'm not going to leave her behind. We're going to get your mom out of there.
My... mom?
This guy must have lived a sad, sad life up until now, by the way.
I haven't seen you much in person lately. It's just
Lately?
busy outside the ship, or well, what I thought was a ship, in what I thought was space.
We weren't actually in space?
The point is, your mom is still inside the thing, and she's not responding to my calls. Help me find a way to get back on board, will you?
Sure.
Wait, what was that noise? Was that... Oh, that was in the game. I thought that was my dog doing something. Anyway, okay, once we're back in control, guys, it's very important that we continue working on the achievement called... Wait, what's it called? It is called Are You Trying to Get Rid of Me? And it's for getting 30 unique responses from the spoon. If you've watched the other videos, you know what I'm talking about. But the first thing we're going to do is go into our inventory, and we're going to use the spoon on Dad.
Think you could pry it open with a spoon?
Is it as tall as a man and made of steel? Yes! In my heart I am!
There's another unique response from the spoon. Then we're going to use the spoon on Mog Chotra.
Spoon?
If this strange new world has food to eat, then I shall still serve it to you, Commander.
And I just realized while I was listening to that I never tried to use the spoon on the penguin down here. Is that an option? Let's see.
Something tells me I shouldn't mess with these guys.
Okay, so we don't get a unique reaction. So you don't need to use the spoon on the seagull, but I just realized I had never tried it and I couldn't help myself. Okay, we need to head to the left of screen. Dude, head left.
I guess I always knew my parents were people. It's just been a while since I thought of them that way.
That is weird, man. That is just weird.
So, if we weren't actually in space, where were we?
Okay, when we get here to what's basically Shell Mound, we need to head down to the beach here. And once again, we need to use the spoon on the chum. I'm waiting for that. Okay, here we go. Use the spoon on the chum.
Sir, what are you... Oh my.
Oh my.
Sir, I hope you sent me into that foul gumbo to collect facts about its chemical composition, and not because you intend to eat it. It's well past its prime, you see.
Noted. Thanks for your report.
Anytime, sir.
Thanks for your report. Okay, and once we've used the spoon on the chum, we want to head inside the pyramid. We'll deal with other things out here later.
Wow. Looks like something really hot happened here.
Really hot, you reckon? I was waiting to get control. In we go. Oh, that's the death ray. That's what happened.
What the... That outfit. Operation Dandelion.
We are dressed similar.
Are you? Me? From the future?
Are you me from the past?
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
This is amazing. I'm not sure the world is ready for two of us.
Our parents would probably agree. One Shay is enough.
He's not Shay.
Wait, who's Shay?
We're Shay.
My name is Alex. I don't remember ever being called Shay.
You didn't grow up on the Bassa Nostra?
No, I grew up on the Malaruna.
Oh,
That was weird.
Yeah, I guess not.
that's a relief.
Wait, why is that a relief?
Nothing. I just mean the...
I didn't want to end up like you, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, when we get the option to choose our dialogue, we're going to say, so why are you dressed like me?
So, why are you dressed like me?
Were you also in Operation Dandelion?
Yeah, what I thought was a spaceship. But then it crashed, and it wasn't in space. And there was this angry girl there, and my ship looked like a monster on the outside.
You know, I remember the Malaruna looked a little funny after the crash, but I just thought it was deflated airbags and fire damage. Well, if I wasn't actually from space, that will make my trip back to Laruna a lot easier. If I can get this ship fixed.
And then we're going to ask him, how are you going to get this ship back to Laruna?
How are you going to get this ship back to Laruna?
Well, if I can get my space conductor up and working again, he'll take me back to a previous destination, as long as I compose the right tune into his nav song.
Nav song? You mean your nav scarf?
Nav scarf? Was your mom really into knitting or something? Mine was
So-
all about music. Everything we did on my ship was about music. Just between you and me, I'm a little sick of the music thing.
So our ship, we needed the scarf to be knitted the right way for Nav. His is about music. Next thing we're going to ask is, you're going back to Laruna. That's where I'm from.
You're going back to Laruna? That's where I'm from. But they said it was dying.
Yeah, well, if they lied to us about the space thing, who knows what else they're lying about?
Then you say, my ship crashed down on the beach. Didn't you see it?
My ship crashed down on the beach. Didn't you see it?
Oh, that was your ship.
Yeah. Why?
Well, I might have actually shot it down.
What? Why?
Well, this girl, Vela, wanted to kill the monster, Mog Chothra. And I kind of owed her one.
Mog Chothra.
That's your ship, dude, in case you don't know. Do you need any help getting your ship running?
Do you need any help getting your ship running?
Do I ever?
Because we don't have enough on our plate.
Parts.
Well, maybe we have some extra parts on my ship. It's just downstairs on the beach.
Shay, our ship, it came to life and flew away.
Uh-oh.
Probably to Laruna on autopilot. Oh no. Is that
Now we do need his ship.
me from the past?
No.
This is Alex. He was in Operation Dandelion years ago.
Ray Volta. Pleasure to meet you.
Don't you think you'd recognize yourself
And now
from the
Go
past?
back to Laruna.
Well, I'll be. We're inside a Diamond Age Dandelion cruiser. Never seen one in person before.
If we can get my ship running, you're welcome to come back with me and look for your ship in Loruna.
Son, I think you've just found a way to catch up to your mother. I can whip up a batch of my special hull patching compound. Would that help?
Sure would. I'll bet the undercarriage on this baby is shot.
Leave it to me. I saw a tub with some good starter enzymes down on the beach.
Yeah.
That's the chum.
That's my dad.
Cool.
Now we need to say, so what else does your ship need to fly?
So, what else does your ship need to fly?
Let me see here. Still need an electronics genius, and, still need your dad to patch the holes in the hull. What else? I still need a radiation suit. Haven't found a superconductive gyroscopic hypercam yet.
Not a superconductive gyroscopic hypercam.
My heavy-duty anti-gravity thrust unit. Once we take care of that, we'll be ready to fly.
On it.
That sounds like a lot. And then we're going to say, who do you think has been looting your ship?
Who do you think has been looting your ship?
Actually, I suspect the guards outside. Something about their outfits.
There aren't any guards out there.
Walked off the job, eh? Man, 300 years ago, people were a lot more professional, I'll tell you what.
And then you say, what was it about your guards' outfits that made you suspicious?
What was it about your guards' outfits that made you suspicious? Did they look like they were hiding loot underneath?
No, it was the way they were made from the same material as my radiation shielding blast curtains.
Oh.
That makes a lot of sense. And then we're going to ask him, what's a superconductive gyro, what's it cam?
What's a superconductive gyro what's it cam?
A superconductive gyroscopic hypercam. A small but critical part of the ship's controls. Here, I'll draw you a detailed schematic.
Ooh, we need the schematic.
I'll see if I can find one lying around.
Okay, we can exit the conversation once we have that schematic.
Okay. See you later.
Okay.
And now what we want to do is continue our spoon quest. So we're going to use the spoon on Alex.
Hey, did the spoons on your ship talk?
No.
It's a wonder you didn't die of malnutrition.
What did you say?
Nothing.
I didn't say it, the spoon said it. And then we're going to use the spoon on this thingy majiggy over on the left. I'm not sure really what it is, but we're going to use the spoon on it.
Think this is some sort of bowl spoon?
No, sir. I believe that's an old-fashioned charging station.
Oh, it's a charging station. That's what I get for not listening on practice runs. Okay, we're going to go back out of the ship and head down to the beach.
But I feel like I've seen this pyramid before. And I don't just mean a minute ago, when I was walking in. I mean, like, in a dream, almost. Oh, ship! It's really gone.
Alright, and now we need to pick up our broken hexipal.
Hey, it's one of my hexapal buddies. Doesn't look like he survived getting thrown off the ship. Poor guy.
Alright, let's continue our spoon quest. So, grab our spoon and use it down in our inventory on the broken hexipal.
I think he needs a recharging, sir.
Oh, a recharging station. We know what that is, but first, continue our spoon quest again, because we're going to use the spoon on the mayor, the guy in the green up here.
What if that whistling sound is actually something caught in his throat? Maybe I could fish it out with this.
Sir, you are more likely to force the object further down his throat if you attempt that. I recommend a sudden constricting pressure to the abdomen instead. Trust me, choking prevention is my business.
Well, he'll be okay. He can wait. We'll fix him up later. Oh, we also need to use the spoon on the schematic.
Spoon, what do you make of this schematic?
It's inedible.
Inedible. Okay, back down these stairs. We're going to use the spoon on the green lady. Wasn't she the shoe lady?
The spoon into a fish hook.
I hope you're kidding, sir.
There we go. There's another. Now, I'm not sure if we get a different response using the spoon on Dad here, but I've always used it on him here, so I'm just going to do it again.
Want to take my spoon for measurements?
Good idea, son. But you were signed out as the primary operator of that equipment, so I think it better stay in your hands.
That's a good idea.
In survival situations, it's often how we
Okay.
stick to our laws that
So we do. So that counts as well.
ensures our survival.
Alright, once we've used the spoon on, let me just double check. We used the spoon on the Hexapower, on the Mare, on the Green Lady, on Dad, and on the schematic. So those 5 things since we left the pyramid. We now want to head to the talking tree. So that's up this way. And double tap to leave the screen on the left.
Lousy, sadistic. Oops.
Okay, once we find the talking tree, we're going to use the spoon on the talking tree.
Hey, Spoon, do you think you could make this tree choke and barf?
Impossible, sir. You know I've been developed with unchokeable technology.
Alright, and we're going to continue to our left once we've used the spoon on the talking tree. And we want to go to where the snake comes out of the other tree.
Good.
I can hear you.
No, you can't. You can't hear me. Alright, we need to get the snake to fall onto Shay this time instead of Ella. So pretend to look at the sign, or attempt to look at the sign. And ba-boom! We now have a snake trying to kill us. And once again, we just need to wait it out of here, guys.
A real giant constrictor. My mother never...
Different result this time, though.
That must have been danger. I was feel like
Danger!
Help me, Mr. Huggy. Wow. Oh, you really aren't kidding around, are you? You're actually trying to squeeze the life out of me, aren't you? I love it.
I love it!
Is your plan to kill me, then eat me? Amazing.
I don't know why Shay enjoys it so much.
Well, this has been fun, but I better be going soon. Okay. Fun time's over, my scaly friend.
So we're just waiting for the snake to tire out and fall off.
I remember reading on the ship's Cosmomnopedia that snakes hate loud noises. I don't want to have to resort to sonic violence, Mr. Huggy, but it's time to let go now.
Eventually, he's going to let go.
You better let go.
I think he's about to let go. He's about to fall asleep. Look at him.
Huggy,
Go to sleep, Snakey.
it won't be much longer now.
And if you were listening, we just gave the snake a new name, and it is Mr. Huggy. He just likes hugs, that's all. And we can breathe again.
Guess that poor snake didn't realize how many hug attacks I've been through.
Hug attack. Oh, from the hug attack room. Okay, now pick up the snake,
Mr. Huggy's all tuckered out. Don't worry,
Mr. Huggy.
someone might step on him.
And we also want to use the spoon on Mr. Huggy.
If I stuck you in this snake's mouth, would you tell me what's wrong with him?
If you stuck me in that snake's mouth, I'd definitely tell you what's wrong with you, sir.
Sir. Okay, once we've done that, we want to go to the lumberjack's house. Oh, wait, before we go to the lumberjack's house, we want to go look in the mailbox first. Sorry, I was just reading my notes. Go into the
Sort
mailbox,
of flyer in here.
grab the
Hey,
Valor
this is that guy
flyer.
who tried to punch me.
Yeah, she did try and punch
Contact
us.
the Tartine family in Sugar Bunting if you have any information about our beloved daughter. How do I break it to them that their daughter was swallowed by my spaceship? Definitely leave out the part about it being my spaceship, for starters.
Yeah, good idea, Shay. Or they don't think it's a spaceship, they think it's a monster, and they actually wanted it to eat their daughter, so don't worry. Okay, we're going in the house.
Sorry, woodshop is closed. No more stools. Come back late. Whoa. Never seen an outfit like that before. Where'd you get it?
This woodsman's, the lumberjack's voice is really familiar. I'd love to know what it's from. If anyone wants to post a comment and let me know if I've heard him somewhere before. Oh, is it from Firewatch that I played a little bit of the other day? I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter what you click here. I'm just going to say, on my spaceship.
On my spaceship.
Yeah, right. Hey, again.
He just sounds familiar.
You don't want to reveal your source. Have everybody biting your style next week.
Biting my...
It's cool. I got my own thing, so
Hi, my name's Shay.
Curtis.
Okay, we can actually, I think, just press B to exit this conversation for now.
The metal.
Later, Shader.
Later, Shader. Okay, and then, you guessed it, it's spoon time on Curtis.
Need anything to scoop out hot molten steel?
Nope. I just pour it right into the mold, thanks.
Sir, are you trying to get rid of me?
Nope. And I swear I try everything in my practice runs, but I don't remember trying spoon on flyer, so I'm going to try that right now.
I can't eat the frosting off of this poster.
Why not? Anyway, we didn't really need to do that, obviously. What we do need to do is go upstairs and up to, I think it's called Merryloft, the town in the clouds. Double click up there, or tap, or whatever you want to call it. Up we go into the clouds.
Phew, now that was a ladder. Whoa, check out these crazy clouds.
I think we try and walk over this way and we'll get some sort of cutscene.
Okay, for there you do.
There we are.
You built a new ladder. You got it attached, just like I asked. Now all you have to do is climb up here and rescue me.
Brother Lightbeard, can you not climb down yourself?
I've told you 1,000,000 times, Father. I've been up here too long. My feet are weak. They're like little teacups. I dare not use them. Now please, Father, stop wasting time.
I can't, Brother Lightbeard. You know I...
No, don't cry, whatever you do.
I can't.
Ah, brother.
Alright, once we're back in control, we're going to use our spoon on Fither. I think that's the guy's name. I'm not sure how to pronounce it properly. It's like father, but without the A. Fither.
Can you think of any way to help this guy, Spoon?
Only by making sure he started his day with a nutritious breakfast, sir.
Pardon the interruption, guys, but I just wanted to let you know that it takes a hell of a lot of work to make these guides and walkthroughs that I make on my channel. I need all the support I can get from you bloody legends out there. So please hit the join button to become a member of my YouTube channel, or you can join my Patreon by going to patreon.com/AussieGamers17. Thanks for the help, you bloody legends. Okay, now right here, guys, is going to start a series of events that leads to what is a missable achievement. And there's a knot keeping this guy stuck up in his, house up the top there. And we have to untie that knot without making any mistakes in order to get an achievement. Now, that might sound pretty simple, but there's a whole series of events that sort of work towards that. And the first one's right now. So what I want you to do is make a save and maybe make 2 saves of the same thing. So make 2 save slots. Like we did in one of the earlier videos for something else, and that's in case you fail and need to come back to here. And the first step right now is we're going to go and climb this ladder, and we're going to go through some dialogue, and then they're going to show us a photo of the knot or a screen of the knot. You need to either have your phone or something ready that you can take a photo of your screen, or you need to be ready to do a screen capture on the Xbox. I'm not going to do that through all my recording software. I'm actually going to do this, and then I'm going to pick up my phone, I don't know, Americans call it a cell, my iPhone, whatever you want to call it, your smartphone device, something that can take a photo so that we can have a copy of that knot at our fingertips when we need it.
What's happening?
So anyway, the next step is to climb the ladder.
Help?
A little farther, for there.
It's not me.
Heart of gold, but he never takes anything 100%, you know?
Definitely sounds like Jack Black. Okay, and while we're on the ladder, we want to talk to Fither. Fither. And we need to ask him, hang on, can you untie that bow on the cloud?
Can you untie that bow on Harmony's cloud?
Why would I do that?
And when he says that, we say because it's in the way of us saving him, and that's when we get ready to take this photo, guys. So be ready when you click this.
Because it's in the way of us saving him.
And he's going to show us the knot at some point here.
How do I untie it?
Can you tell me what kind of knot it is?
Yeah.
There it is. So take a photo or a screenshot of that. I've never actually seen that one. Yours will look different, guys. It is quite random. And once you've got a photo of that knot, guys, this is important. Don't say anything about trying to undo the knot because we don't want to make any mistakes with that. We're just going to press B. No, sorry, we can choose this bottom option. I think it's the same thing if you press B, but we're going to say, sounds bad, I'd better go find a knot expert.
Sounds bad. I'd better go find a knot expert for advice.
And that's exactly what we're going to do a little bit later. But as long as you've got that photo, what we want to do now is we want to go to the bottom right-hand side of the screen. And we'll worry about saving what's-his-face a little bit later. So we can double tap there to exit that screen. We're going to go over across to the middle. And we eventually want to head all the way to the right.
Family, Walter?
Don't worry about all the other guys here just yet. We'll deal with them later. In terms of our spoon and other things like that. Oh, don't fall, don't fall.
You want to buy a cupcake?
And we want to go to where these guys are with their cupcakes, and we want to chat to these two.
Tell him, Rocky.
Hi, I'm Shay.
Want a cupcake, Shay?
What we want to say here is, yes, I do want a cupcake, or the top option.
Cupcake?
Great. Got any money?
We don't have any money, but we support your cause.
No, but I support your cause.
That's great, but we need funds to pay for printing, distribution, baking, frosting. Come back when you get some real cash, okay?
Okay, now we're going to exit the conversation by pressing the B button.
Bye. Good luck with the bake sale.
And
Missing Persons Awareness Campaign and Revolution by way of cupcakes.
it's about valor. Anyway, we're going to grab the spoon and we're going to use it on either one of these two. You'll get the same response either way.
Spoon for a cupcake?
Sir,
No traits.
I wouldn't have done it, Spoon. Just testing.
Just testing, spoon. Okay. Now we want to go to the north. We want to go to the background here where we can see Valor's grandpa. So use the arrow to go back there.
Okay, old man. This time you're going down. How'd you do that?
He seems quite bored. As soon as we're back in control, we're going to use the spoon on Grandpa.
Need a talking spoon?
In my day, spoons didn't talk.
I'll bet they did. And you just never listened.
I don't think you can use the spoon on this guy. I think it's the same thing. Yeah, don't worry about that. Then we want to talk to Grandpa. We're going to select, do you guys know any place here to get some money?
You guys know any place around here to get some money?
Ooh, I have lots of money. My dad says it's important to give it away. You want some?
Yep.
Just enough to buy a cupcake.
Here you go.
Thanks
Oh, that was easy. We got the money.
so much.
Well, Pops gives it to me to give to Harmony, but I know Harmony likes to stay light, so I keep most of it myself to lighten his burden.
That'll never hold up in court.
Somehow, I think you're going to end up the hero of your family.
I know, 'cause I'm a warrior.
Just not a very good one. And then we're going to say, did you guys see that bake sale over there?
Did you guys see that bake sale over there?
Yep, frosted them cakes myself. Fastest gun in the West. Dang, almost out of the red stuff. Enough for one more cake. I better save it. I want to make sure I have enough to make one for Bella when we find her.
That's a good plan, buddy. Okay, we're going to exit the conversation.
Okay, back to your lessons.
On your feet, soldier.
And then we're going to go buy a cupcake. So, out of this screen, back over to McGee, whatever her name is, down this way. Remembering not to fall through the clouds if you can help it.
Hey,
Okay, and we're going to use money on Maggie. I think it's her name. McGee, Maggie, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, can I buy one of those cupcakes? I got money.
great. I will take that money. Here's your cupcake. The red frosting is special. It was her favorite kind. Well, actually, it's my favorite kind. but I never let her have any before. And now she's gone, so now I wish I could. Hey,
Aww.
we're going to find her. You know, she's probably out beating up some poor Mog right now.
That is most definitely true. Thanks for the cupcake.
Tell him, Rocky. They've got red frosting.
Okay, and now we have a cupcake, and you guessed it, we need to use the spoon on the cupcake.
Spoon, shall we eat this cupcake?
Sir, even I, who believes spoons can do anything, wonder what kind of monster would eat a cupcake with a spoon.
Right?
Yeah, you don't need a spoon for a cupcake, just eat the damn thing. No, don't eat it, we need it for other things. Okay, head left, and we're gonna head towards the shoe shop. And before we do anything else, we're going to use the spoon on Vala's dad.
You guys need a spoon for anything?
No thanks. I have my one spoon back home. It's the only one I use.
Oh, did you hear that, Loyalty? I think I'm going to cry.
Oh. Okay, and then we're going to talk to Vala's dad.
I'm from out of town.
Too. I'm from Sugar Bunting. My name's Husker. This here is Walter.
Walter.
Sticking with that, are you?
I don't know why they remove so many vowels in this bloody cloud town. Anyway, we want to say, do you guys know those girls selling cupcakes over there?
Do you guys know those girls selling cupcakes over there?
Yes, those are our daughters. They just met, but it seems like they've been friends for years.
Watch out for those cupcakes, though. They are not the secret to lightness, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Personally, I only eat the frosting. The sugar keeps my hair shiny and smooth.
Alright, we're going to exit the conversation.
Take care, Shay.
And that guy just gave us a hint for something we need. Don't worry, I am doing these things in an expedited order, but what we need to do, guys, is we need to grab the cupcake and we need to give it to Walter.
Anybody want a cupcake?
Oh, thanks, but I can't. Something about
I guess I can say that the reason we're doing this is we want the cane. Is that our end result? Anyway, we want the cane. To get the cane, it needs to be empty of frosting. To get Grandpa to empty his cane of frosting, we need a cupcake without frosting, which we now have. I hope that makes sense. We are going to then go back to Grandpa now with our plain cupcake. So we're going to go all the way to the right. I'm going to double click here. I'm going to double click up here.
I got you now.
Boom. And when we get in control, we're going to use the plain cupcake with no frosting on Grandpa.
Hey, want to frost this?
Yeah, he does.
Darn! Why'd I go and do that? Now I don't have any frosting left to make a cupcake for Bella.
You can give her this one.
Oh, hey, good idea. Here, you can take my empty. See if you can get it refilled, okay?
So now we have got the cane. Before we go any further, can you guess what we're going to do? We're going to use the spoon on the cane.
Frosting inside to scoop out spoon?
Sorry, sir. Nothing left.
All right, now we need to go to where Jessie is. So we're going to exit the screen to the bottom. We're going to walk to the bottom again on this screen, and eventually we're going to go over to the left and back to the screen on the left. We'll walk over towards the middle, and when we see the ladder, we can go up the ladder here. Once we're up this ladder, guys, we're going to use the spoon on Jessie.
Hey, Spoon, can you balance an egg?
Yes, Commander, but only small ones, I'm afraid.
And once we've done that, we're going to go past Jessie and all the way to the left. Double click here.
Take us down. We are in our prime. Eat our sweet rewards. Wait. I'm not comfortable with that. Yeah, that's a little. Eat our sacred. How about we just skip that line? Okay. We'll return in.
Okay, we need to get to where those guards are. We're going to go across and then down. And when we've got the guards in screen, we are going to use the spoon on the
You guys want
guards.
to worship my spoon? He's pretty smart.
Hey, we don't just worship every shiny object that passes by, you know. But if this tree thing doesn't work out, I'd give it a shot.
You could certainly do worse.
Wait,
Okay, and then we need to actually get in a proper conversation with them. So click
Guards who stole Alex
on the guards.
curtains.
They did steal his curtains. We need those back.
what's it to ya?
And we're going to select, if you give me back those robes, I promise Alex won't press charges.
If you give me back those robes, I promise Alex won't press charges.
First of all, we didn't steal anything. Secondly, we're naked under here, so no way you're getting our robes. If you
Oh, sure.
fight us for them.
And then we're going to say, I'll fight you for those robes, no problem. I need them to help my
I'll
mom.
fight you for those robes.
Mom.
No problem. I need them to help my mom.
Oh, that's so sweet. He wants to help his mother. And he's willing to beat us up with a stick to do it.
No, I'm not going to beat anybody up, but I will easily disarm the both of you. I've completed several fencing missions with my yarn pals, so if you have another stick handy.
We don't have any fencing sticks handy, Mr. Fancy. But if you find one, feel free to come back and try to take our robes.
Find a stick so that we can get the robes. Hang on, guys. Don't we have something? All right, we're going to say, I'll be back. I'll be back.
Yeah.
Come on, Shay, you needed to say that with a bit more, conviction. And
Worshipping the tree.
without going anywhere, because we've already got the stick, we are going to select the cane and we're going to use it on these guards.
Guard, druids.
Okay, Yarn Boy. Enough is enough.
There's no actual gameplay in this fight. It's just a cutscene. Oh, that didn't go so well. Wait a minute.
You're lucky she's blind, kid. I didn't miss him because I'm blind, Courtney. I missed him because I can see. I've been pretending to be blind all these years.
Oh.
Really had the faith like you, Courtney. But I don't have the faith, Dawn. I was pretending too, so I could be like you. What? You're not blind? No. In fact, I've been stealing and selling artifacts from the pyramid to save up money to get out of this town.
What?
I would have left long ago, but I didn't want to leave you here. I know how much being a dead-eyed druid meant to you. I haven't wanted to be a druid for years. I want to go to school and study hotel management. I want to study graphic design and start a band. Let's do it. Let's just go. Right.
Okay, but give me the robes.
Right now.
Do I get the robes? Guys, can I have the robes?
Quest to find something to believe in. I did. How about you?
Oh, they fell through the cloud there. Good. See it? Oh, they're nudie Rudy. Okay, we get the robes.
Get for learning defense with candy canes.
Yeah, that didn't go so well. Okay, first thing you want to do, guys, is pick up the robes on the far right-hand side.
Better take
Only click on one and you'll pick up both of those. Now we're going to go fall down the hole at the tree trunk. There we go. And we're going to go to our left. We're going to find Gus here. Before we talk to Gus, we're going to pick up some fruit.
Mind if I take one of these?
Please, spread the word. We might just save some lives here, man.
I think you could do this in a different order, but anyway, we're going to go into our inventory. Hey, stop that. Sorry, guys, it's just the puppy. We're going to use the spoon on the fruit.
What do you think of this fruit, Spoon?
Oh, sir, I wouldn't eat it. I mean, how can you trust food that doesn't come from a replicator? Besides, I'm sensing a strong acid content.
And once we've used the spoon on the fruit, we can now talk to Gus.
It's a little on the tangy side, to be honest, but you know, the game is always sweetest to the hunter.
And what we're going to ask him is, what's that thing you're sticking in the fruit?
What's that thing you're sticking in the fruit?
Oh, This little tapper thing? That's so I can skip all the skin and fiber and just drink the juice right away. Juice, you know? That way all the phytonutrients and stuff get in your bloodstream faster. For when you want to get healthy in a big hurry, man.
I'm not sure that's how it works, but now we're going to ask him if we can borrow the fruit tapper.
Hey, can I borrow that little fruit tapper?
I don't think we bring it back, though. Don't tell him, though.
Acid or something, and the fruit is messing with the coating on this thing, giving it a weird taste. You can have it. I'll just squeeze it out, natural.
Oh.
Thanks. Don't worry.
Okay, so we don't have to give it back. Okay. We can exit the conversation.
Bye.
And we can head back to our right. We're going to climb back up the tree. And we need to go and see Jesse. Alright, come on, hop down. So we need to go right again. And some more. And then up here and off to our right. And we can double tap once we get to the end of the screen. Okay, once we're here, we are going to use the fruit tapper, or metal tapper, whatever you want to call it, oops, on the egg that Jesse is holding. Don't worry, it's going to be okay.
I wonder what would happen if I carefully inserted this tapper. Not very deep, of course, just into the outer layer of the shell. I was just trying to get a sample.
It's okay, Jesse. We're not out. There we go. We're just trying to save your little bird friend, son, daughter thing. Okay, as soon as we're back in control, guys, pick up the eggshells. That's what we came for. And before we do anything else, what are we going to do? We're going to use the spoon on the eggshells inside our inventory.
Can you tell me about these eggshells, Spoon?
Well, I wouldn't recommend eating them, sir. They are comprised primarily of calcium carbonate, which has little or no nutrient value.
I wonder what it does do. We're going to need it later, guys. Oops, oops. Head into the middle of screen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, we got the spoon achievement. Stop trying to sink. Stop trying to sink. I'm trying to head. There we go. No, head onto the wood so you don't sink. We got the spoon achievement. There are still, I think, a few things we're going to use the spoon on. But if you've got the achievement, that's great. If you've been following along, you should have the achievement. If you don't worry. We're going to use the spoon a couple more times at least. All right, we're going to hop down this ladder in the very bottom of the screen here now. And once we go down the ladder, we need to speak to Vala's mum down here. I'm glad we got that achievement out of the way, though, if you are following along. Let me know if it popped there for you guys in the comments down below. What we need to do here is say, what were you guys talking about when I walked up?
What were you guys talking about when I walked up?
I was just trying to cheer up this young lady here.
But she's just starting to realize what a loser I am.
You are not.
Then why didn't Mogchothra pick me?
Well, I'm not sure, honey.
You should be happy you didn't get eaten. Maybe we're just gonna, it doesn't matter what you pick here, guys. I'm gonna say, maybe there was a wolf who scared him into leaving.
Think of any reason that sounds sane.
Oh, he doesn't actually say that.
My name is Shay. I'm not from here.
Yeah, that's clear.
It's time to move on.
And do what? The Maiden's Feast is the only thing I prepared for all my life.
Well, I'm sure you're good at lots of other things.
Of course you are.
Let me think.
And once again here, it doesn't matter what you pick. We're going to say swinging.
Swinging?
You making fun of me?
Nope, I was not trying to make fun of you. And what we're looking for is this option. Well, at least your costume is cool. So as soon as that's available, click on that.
At least your costume is cool.
Oh, thanks. Made it myself.
You made that stunning dress by yourself?
We found what she's good at.
Meh. That lot of good it did me.
And we're going to ask, do you think you could make me a costume?
You think you could make me a costume?
Huh?
I think that would be a great thing for you to do, Twyla.
Well, maybe if you had a pattern and some material, maybe I could whip something up.
Okay, I'll get a pattern and the material and be right back.
Oh, exciting.
Alright, and before we leave, if you still haven't got the spoon achievement, use the spoon on Vala's mum.
They need a spoon right now.
Everybody does, eventually.
Okay, and what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to use the radiation suit on these guys, or on Twyla, I think her name is.
So, can you make me one of those?
Oh, that's adorable. How old is your baby?
Oh, it's for me. I need it a little bigger.
Well, I suppose I could use this for a reference.
There's my can-do gal.
Just get me the material you want for your giant baby onesie and we're good to go.
Guess what, guys? We already have the material.
Never mind. Be right back with the material.
We already got it. So go into our inventory. We are going to grab the robes, and we're going to use that on Twyla.
Never seen this kind of material before.
Can you sew it?
Shouldn't be a problem.
That's the spirit.
Well, only one thing to do now.
Twyla!
Don't worry. I'll be right back. Come on, Vera.
That's good.
Oh, I thought my teenager was dramatic.
Great! But what's with all the feathers?
Just because I was working off a pattern doesn't mean I can't inject a little personal style, does it?
Dear, you are an incredible talent.
I guess they've got a point there. Now we're going to go and work on the next step of untying that knot. Wait up. I think that's a story related. Yeah, that's a story related. Why is that still rare? Anyway, we're going to work on the next step of untying the knot without making any mistakes. Very important for that achievement, guys. To do that, though, we need to head all the way back to Shellmound. So double tap to head up that ladder. Then we want to head over to the left. Double tapping there to speed things up. And we want to head down this ladder. We're going to double tap there. I'm going to press B to skip the animation of climbing down the ladder. We're going to exit this house by going down these stairs and then out this door. And we're going to head down and to our right. You you can sort of see my cursor there. We're just sort of tapping that to get there as quick as we can. Eventually, we're going to go past the talking tree. Double tap past him as well. And when we're here in Shellmound, we're going to walk down onto the beach. And we're going to make our manual save. As long as you got that knot, you can, the picture of the knot from earlier, you can overwrite those saves that we made earlier. We're going to make another 2 saves in case we make a mistake here and we need to reload one of the saves. And before we continue though, guys, so make those saves. Now, this is going to be very, very hard for me to exactly make a guide for you guys because these answers and things are going to be quite random. So you're going to have to use a bit of your own sort of, what's the word for it? I don't know what the word is, but you're going to have to use some of your own initiative and answer what suits your particular knot. And more importantly, the picture that we get from Carol, I believe her name is, and then we take it back up to the clouds to solve the knot. I'll try and talk you through it as I go, but some of your answers are going to be different. And from here, we could do other things that will speed up things later, but we're going to solely work on untying that knot and grabbing that achievement so that we don't have to make numerous saves and blah, blah, blah. We're going to use the save we've just made to come back to if you make a mistake. And then we have to go through all this again if you do make a mistake. Okay, so first thing we need to do is talk to Carol.
Hi, I'm Shay.
I'm Carl. No, wait. You know what? Carol. My name is Carol.
Nice to meet you.
Ah, now that she's not in the clouds, she can use all the vowels. All right, we need to say you seem good with your hands. Know anything about knots?
You seem good with your hands. Know anything about knots?
Sure. Tying or untying?
Untying.
I see. What's it look like?
Now, I'm not sure whether this really affects anything at all, what you choose here. But I recommend choosing the thing that looks most like your knot. I don't know if you remember what my knot looked like. It was like a whole just clump of rope. And in terms of what she said, now both of these make sense for my knot. It kind of does look like a headache with a belt, or it does look like a bucket of fingers. So you just choose whichever answer makes the most sense for your knot. I don't know for sure. I've been through this many times. I don't know for sure if it actually makes any difference, and you'll know why as we go through, or you'll know what I mean as we go through. So I'm going to select like a bucket of fingers.
Like a bucket of fingers.
I've never actually seen those options. I've never seen that version of the knot though that I have. She wants to draw us a diagram,
Can't seem to find anything to draw with.
but we need a pencil.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm of no use after.
And as far as I know, we can't actually get the pencil until she says that. So now we can go get the pencil from Alex. So we have to walk up the beach and up the stairs back into the pyramid. Double click to speed things up. Double click again and talk to Alex. Now, depending on which dialogue you've already selected with him, you may already have it say somewhere down here, can I have your pencil? What we need to do though, hang on, we've already said that. Okay, why'd they put us on spaceships that weren't spaceships? We're just going to go through some of his dialogue until we have the option to grab his pencil, which you can see there on his ear.
Maybe we were actually looking for something else and we just didn't know it.
Okay, now it says, can I borrow your pencil? So we're going to choose that.
A space pencil?
It's just a regular pencil, but okay.
And now we're going to exit conversation.
Okay.
And exit the pyramid again. And go back to Carol. Go stand next to Carol. Or somewhere where you can see her on screen. And we're going to go into our inventory, get the pencil, and use it on Carol.
Hey, I found a pencil.
Oh, great. Hand it over, honey. Now, what was I going to draw for you again? Oh, yeah. Untying knots.
I think I know that one. Here's a diagram. Follow those instructions exactly, or you'll have a totally different knot on your hands.
Thanks.
Okay, and what I'm going to do from here is we're going to look at her picture by using it, selecting it in the inventory. Hang on, I did have it, and then pressing the X button.
Diagram is good for one thing: untying knots.
Okay, I do know the answers to this one, but your diagram could look completely different, guys. And when we go back to further, we're gonna have to give him these instructions. Like, for example, I know this one is something about pulling the piggy's tail. That's something about the boat goes under the bridge, and that's something about unraveling a jumper or sweater or something. Anyway, we've got the diagram. With the diagram in hand, we need to go see further back up in the clouds. So we make our way all the way to the left, back to the lumberjack's house, who doesn't work with wood anymore. So he's like a blacksmith now or something. Into the house, and then up into the clouds. Skip the animation. And hop on the ladder. Once we are on the ladder, we need to speak to Further from the ladder. Further. And what we need to do here is let's give that knot another try, okay?
Let's give that knot another try, okay?
Okay. Okay, now guys, I'm going to leave this in the video. Now, I know that number 1 there means pull the piggy's tail, but you'll see here that I don't have the option. None of my answers say anything about a piggy's tail, which means I actually got her to draw the wrong diagram. It didn't match my knot. I'm going to leave this in the video, but I'm going to go back to my save, go through all of the options again, and come back to this screen. I will have to choose a different answer. So it obviously wasn't a bucket of fingers. I'm going to say one of the other options. We'll see which ones. Once I load up that save, I may have a whole list of different options. Probably want to pick one that was on my last list. But I'll meet you guys back at this screen here, and I'll have either a different diagram or different answers. So I'll meet you guys back here in just a second. Okay guys, here I am back at the screen again. As you can see there, I've got a different diagram. I've also, wait, is it a different diagram? Yeah, it's a different diagram, I think. And I've also got some different answers here. Now, I know that number one for me is pull the finger. So if you've got that picture, you can select pull the finger. If you've got a different picture though, now I've worked a lot of these out through trial and error, but it's really, way too difficult to show you all the different knots and all the different diagrams and put that all in this video, guys. So do apologize if you have a little bit of trouble or you get stuck here, but you just need to load back that save. What I found is that I only had one option still the same. So I actually went and did the headache wearing a belt, and that's going to work here for me, guys. If you go back to get her to draw that picture and you've got another 4 responses, but only one of them matched your responses from earlier, from your first try, then you know that that's the correct one. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that helps. I'll go through the ones that I've got here. So we need to pull the finger. Now, if you choose one of those and he says the knot got harder or it didn't work, and it failed, it means you need to load that save once again, guys, because we're not allowed to make any mistakes. Now, number 2 there for me is, let me just remember, it is called Tickle the Foot. You can see there that it sort of resembles a foot. You've got the toes and the sort of leg coming down, and we're going to tickle the bottom of the foot. So number 2 for me is called Tickle the Foot.
Tickle the foot.
Yep. Hey, that did something.
And number 3, I did mention earlier, does look like a sweater, and we're going to unravel the sweater. That is the answer for number 3 for my diagram.
Unravel the sweater.
Like this? Not so tough now, are you?
Not so tough now.
Got it. Hey, get your mitts off that.
Ooh.
What the heck?
Avert your eyes. Further, get me a towel.
Oh, he's got all sorts of goodies.
Brother Lightbeard, what is all that stuff?
I know it looks
What
like a
indeed?
junk pile, but you have to understand. I might need some of this stuff someday.
He's a hoarder.
Said about lightness. I don't know what I believe.
You get a line and I'll get a pole, honey. You get a line and
Oh, this is bad.
Hey, is that a heavy-duty anti-gravity thrust unit right there?
I have no idea, but you're welcome to take it.
What? No, that's mine.
No, we're taking it. We need it for our ship. Or for Alex's ship.
Like it delivered?
Yep.
Yep, this came from my ship. Someone must have looted it while I was...
And there is the missable achievement. Not too difficult. Cleared up a tangled situation in 1 attempt, guys. So make sure you've got that. If you don't get that achievement, you may have made a mistake and you need to reload that save we made and try again.
But I'm obviously a grown man, right?
Alright, and here we are back in Alex's ship. We don't have to make that journey. This achievement, I believe, is a story achievement. And we did return a heavy-duty spaceship part. So we've done that. With that done and with those 2 achievements popped, guys, we can now head outside. We need to go down to the beach. And we need to talk to Shay's dad, who should be down here at this pot or at the chum. So go talk to the dad, or Shay's dad.
Son.
We're going to select what's cooking.
What's cooking?
Found some fermented biomatter here. Perfect enzymatic base for my patented hull patch formula. Only problem is I can't add the bonding agent until I know I have the pH balanced perfectly, or the whole batch will be ruined.
We're going to say, how's the hull patch coming?
How's the hull patch coming?
Great. Except I can't add the final ingredient until I know I have the pH balanced correctly.
Make sure we're listening to all this dialogue when they do talk about what the pH needs to be. We're going to say, how would you change the pH anyway?
How would you change the pH anyway?
I've added all the calcium carbonate I could get my hands on, just to lower the acidity and raise the pH to be somewhere in the ballpark. But I need to know it's exactly 7 before I put in the final ingredient.
Okay, it does seem to be 7 is always the answer here. Yeah, okay, so we need to always get the pH to 7, but what can be different is what the pH starts at. So remember that we need to get the pH to 7. Exit the conversation. This is another situation where we need to get this right straight away, I believe, for an achievement. So what we're going to do is make 2 of those saves yet again, guys. So make 2 saves. You know the drill by now, and make those saves here. And what you want to do is get the spoon out again, guys, and you want to use it on the chummy concoction, hull patch, whatever you want to call it here, thingamajiggy, and you need to listen to the number. Yours may be different to mine. It could be the same. I think it's random. So use the spoon and listen to the number.
I don't intend to eat that putrid-smelling concoction.
Nope.
Whew.
Just dipping your toes in it.
But sir, oh my. Not to question the mission, sir, but was there some reason you stuck me into that toxic potion?
How's the pH balance in there?
The mixture has a pH balance of 0. Good thing I'm acid-proof.
Okay, so my pH balance is 0. That's actually the same I got in my very last practice run. But I did also get like a 14 pH level. Okay, so ours is 0 and we need to get it to 7. Now, we have 2 things that help us do this. We have fruit. Now, the fruit that we've got in our inventory will lower the pH level by 2. So its value is -2. We also have the eggshells. The eggshells will raise the pH level by 3. So its value is 3. I'm starting at 0. So to get to 7, I need to go up to 9 and then -2 down to 7. So I need to add the eggshells 3 times, and then I need to add the fruit ones to get it to 7. Once again, your number might be different. The only other number I've ever seen is 14. For 14, I needed to can't remember, what did I need to do? I needed to get it down, -2. I had to minus it all the way down to 4, so I needed to use the fruit 5 times, and then I used the eggshells once to get it up to 7. Anyway, we're at 0, so I'm going to use the eggshells 3 times.
What are those, eggshells?
Shells is shells, right?
Actually, calcium carbonate is the main ingredient in all kinds of shells.
Exactly.
So there's 1.
My night lectures on science.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to do it again. And then 1 more time with the shell. And now we're going to put the fruit in to lower it by 2.
Hang on there, son. Do you know how acidic that fruit is?
No, but my spoon will tell me.
I will. With pleasure, sir. Worth a shot.
Okay, now that we have it at the correct pH level, at least I think we do, I think we can talk to Dad.
Dad?
Son?
Or is it that we have to use the spoon? Wait, I might have got this wrong. Hang on. Exit the conversation. Use the spoon again. Use the spoon on the concoction. I didn't write my notes right here. But I'm remembering.
I'm detecting a pH level
Of 7.
7. Eureka!
There we go.
Perfectly balanced, sir. Nice work, son. Now for the final ingredient. Just a small bonding and reduction agent. It's perfection.
Yep, we're making progress.
Whoa, a little goes a long way. Come on, let's go fix that ship. I love science.
You do?
Amazing. just like my dad used to make.
Let me at that hull and I'll start patching her up.
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, can I go down there?
Aren't you busy helping me find stuff for my ship?
Oh, yeah. What's left?
Still need an electronics genius, and I still need a radio.
Hey, there's the achievement I was waiting to pop.
Haven't found a superconductive gyroscopic hypercam yet. And once we take care of that, we'll be ready to fly.
On it.
Okay, guys, do you remember the mayor was choking? He's not dead, I hope. I hope we haven't waited too long here. No, I'm joking. He's not dead. We're going to exit the pyramid. We're going to walk over towards the mayor. Or mayor, I never know how to say it. And when we see him, we are going to go into our inventory and we're going to use Mr. Huggy the Snake on the mayor. Mayor, however you want to say it. And he's going to use the Heimlich maneuver to unchoke the mayor.
Mr. Huggy.
And off you go, Snakey. Okay. So we no longer have the snake. We got some sort of music playing, little flute thingy-majiggy.
Again. This maiden's feast was a disaster. I'm never going to be mayor now.
I thought you already were the mayor. That's what we've been calling you. And now we need to use our schematic on the mayor. So grab the schematic out of the whatchamacallit and use it here. Inventory was the word I was trying to think of then.
You can build anything.
Yeah, you can.
As long as it's made out of sand.
Once we click that on him, we need to say, I think sand is the perfect material for making spaceship parts.
I think sand is the perfect material for making spaceship parts. But can you make something this complicated?
Please, do you realize to whom you are speaking? And that's why they call me Marshal Dew.
Thanks.
No, thank you, son, for reminding me why I got into this business. I might look like a politician, but underneath it all, I'm just a guy who loves sand. Ooh, that's good. I'm going to pass that along to my speechwriter.
Okay, now it is time for two very missable achievements, guys. We're going to head to the talking tree, and that's exactly where we're going to get the next two achievements. So we're going to head to the left of screen, and when we're here at the talking tree, I'm just going to stand sort of more over here in front of him so it makes more sense. We actually want this fish, but in order to get that, we need to do two missable achievements right here, guys. So once again, you know the drill. Make 2 saves of the same save slot or the same save spot, and then we'll get on with it. Okay, what we're going to do here, guys, with those save starters, we're going to talk to the tree. First thing we've got to do is exhaust all the dialogue. Then we have to tell a joke to the tree. How do we do that, you might ask? Now, when we ask the tree if it wants to hear a joke, we are given a number of options. They are random. Your correct answers could be different to my correct answers, but I've got a solution. So with that save we've just made, actually, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to start talking to the tree, and I'll go through it step by step.
Talking to humans hasn't really worked out well for me.
Okay, so we're going to just go through all the dialogue first.
I've seen much weirder stuff than talking trees where I'm from.
Oh, so I'm a weird thing, huh? A freak? Does that make you want to cut me down, huh? Turn me into a stool, I suppose?
No, that's not what I was saying at all. I understand why you're mad. Stuck in one place all your life, wanting to see the world.
No, that's not what's making me upset. It's all the murderous humans who want to cut us down. Being stuck in one spot is kind of like the whole tree thing, man. Who wouldn't like that?
Do all trees talk in this land?
Maybe take the time to talk to them before you cut them down, and you'll find out.
I've never cut down a tree in my life.
Really? How'd you get your wood?
We didn't use wood. My mom just knit everything we needed.
Well, that's just the sweetest thing I've ever... Wait. What were her knitting needles made of?
Plastic.
Okay.
Do you know anything about fixing spaceships?
No, that's a subject that never resonated with me.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, tree jokes are the best.
Have you seen a mad-looking girl in a tattered dress?
Oh, please don't mention that demented little urchin to me. It makes me sick to think of how she
Made me sick.
Why did she make you sick?
How? More like it.
I saw her collected in a bucket. Oh, curse my precious fluids and all their magical hardening properties.
Okay, now let me just see where we're here. All right. Oh yeah, we do have to ask about the fish before we can ask about the joke. And that is the whole point. We want that fish up in the tree branch there. So ask about the fish.
That fish up there in your branches? Can I have it?
Sorry, I caught it. Until it falls from my branches, it's mine. That's the code of the trees.
Okay, and now that we're here, we want to say, hey, want to hear a joke.
Hey, want to hear a joke?
Ooh, is it a tree joke?
Okay, now we've got all these options here. Now, there are a couple of things, your options might be different. Here are the things that I know don't work. If there's a joke about lumberjacks, don't say that. If there's a joke about penguins and Christmas or something like that, or Christmas trees, don't use that. If there's a joke about the chipmunks president, don't use that. This Sammy Saw one, don't use that. And there's one about an acorn going to the opera, don't use that. And there's something about the coffee shop, there it is, with the no oaks policy. I don't know how to make that one work. There's also a joke about, let me see, where is it? So this following joke does work if you find the one that says, what's the smallest full-grown tree you've ever heard of? Then what you got to do once you choose one of these guys is that's only the first step of the joke. Then the tree might say something, and then you've got to use the second and sometimes the third part of the joke to get the joke to work. Now, the one with the smallest full-grown tree, the second answer is I've seen one no bigger than my hand, and the third answer is a palm tree. Now, I've got that one to work, and I have got it to pop the achievement. But like I said before, we actually need 2 achievements. If you use the right joke and get it right, after you've told the joke, you can then follow up the joke by talking to the tree again. Going through the one about the smallest full-grown tree, the palm tree, you can't follow it up, or I haven't been able to follow that up and get the second achievement. So we're not going to use that one either. So add that to the list of ones we don't want to use. Now there are 2 jokes that I have seen work. The first one I'll tell you about is the one that's not on this list, and that is, say, do you know old Pete the pine tree? It's not on here, is it? No. Okay, so if you've got that on your list and you don't have the one about the First National Tree Bank, you can use that one, the Pete the pine tree. If you choose that option, go through the dialogue. Your second option then will be, well, I hear he got in some really big trouble. That's your second option. Then there'll be some more dialogue. And then your third answer you have to click is, it seems he was being really naughty. All right, so there, that joke should work. I have tested that one, but obviously I don't have it in my list here. Now, if you don't have either, did you hear about the First National Tree Bank that I've got, and you don't have, say, do you know old Pete the pine tree? If you don't have either of those jokes here in your list, quit out and reload the save we just made. Come back to this list, it should be different, and keep doing that until you have one of those 2 options, or preferably you've got, did you hear about the First National Tree Bank? Because that's the one I'm going to use. So we're going to click on that.
Did you hear about the First National Tree Bank?
No, what? I have all my money in the First National Tree Bank.
The second answer here is it closed down.
It closed down.
Oh no, my whole life savings.
And then, don't worry, it just started a new branch.
Don't worry, it just started a new branch.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, so we make the tree laugh. You've done it. We've done it in one go. The fish is going to fall out of the branches. We'll get our first of the 2 achievements for doing it first try.
How's that thing talking?
That's why we made the save, guys, so that we don't make any mistakes. Now, come on, achievement. Pop. Where's my achievement? Hello, achievement. Oh my god, guys! I was literally about to stop this recording and try that again. I thought maybe I made some sort of mistake. No, the achievement was just taking its damn time to pop. Now, super important. Don't pick up the fish yet. Do not pick up the fish. Before you do that, talk to the tree again.
Tree.
Human?
Now we can follow up on that joke. So our answer here, if you've done one of the other jokes, it might be a different answer. So there really is a First National Tree Bank.
So there really is a First National Tree Bank?
No, I was just playing along. And I wanted to hear the joke.
I gotta make like a leaf and leave.
Okay, kid.
And there's the second achievement. Both very missable, guys. Very missable. Now we can pick up the fish.
Okay, just stay quiet, you.
Honey, sugar paw baby mine.
Shh. Okay, once we have the fish, go into our inventory and find the thing that was made out of sand and place it down here on the ground in the sap.
I'm just gonna put this here, okay?
It's not like the tree can stop us.
This isn't your dumping ground, human.
And once we've done that, we are going to make the tree be sick again. We are going to use the flyer of Valor on the tree.
Hey, do you know this girl?
Oh God, that face. The memories.
Okay, and we automatically pick up the thingamajiggy. And now we need to go back and see Curtis. So we're going this way, off to the left. And we're going to go up to the house. And when we can, we'll double click on the door. Go in the house, and now we're going to have a chat to Curtis. When we've got these options here, we're going to say, what are you making there?
What are you making there?
Art. Forged from metal. I used to work with wood, but, you know, it was getting all trendy. And the tree started talking, and there was no money in it, so I got into metal.
Then we're going to ask him, what are you forging?
What are you forging?
Well, in fact, you are the lucky one to see my very first collectible die-cast miniature.
Oh,
You can choose whatever you want here.
that's so cute.
Cute? Well, the catalog said it was supposed to be a wizard, but it looks more like a kitten reading a book. Dang it. Did I order the wrong mold?
I think you might have. And then you can just exit the conversation here. So press B.
Have fun with the metal.
Later, Shader.
Go into your inventory and use the moldy thingamajiggy with the thing that we put the sap on, made out of sand. And we're going to use that on the, on Curtis. On Curtis, yes, on Curtis.
Curtis, do you think you could use this as a mold?
Hey, this is a nice mold. What is this, a candle holder?
It's a super...
Because candle holders sell like crazy. I can totally use this as a mold if it's a candle holder.
It's a
Oh, it's definitely a candle holder.
Let's try it out. Hit the road, kitty. Please don't be a cat. Please don't be a cat.
Nope, not a cat.
Perfect. You think it conducts electricity really well?
Well, not that it matters for a candle holder, but based on the metals I'm using, yes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fair trade for this awesome mold that is gonna make me so rich. Which I only care about because it gives me the freedom to be truer to myself as an artist.
Thanks, Curtis. Pleasure doing business. I mean, art with you.
Excellent. Okay, now we're going to go get another missable achievement. That's right. We're going up to the Cloud Town. Double click on the door upstairs. Skip the animation. And we're going to go to the bottom right of screen. Double click there. We're going across to the right. Uh-oh, did I press the right one? Oh, okay, and I accidentally went down the ladder, but that's exactly where we want to go. And we find old mate here in jail now, or in this makeshift cell anyway. And we just need to go and talk to him.
Down here.
They all turned on me, after all I've done for them.
Bad luck, Jack Black. I think we only have to talk to him just that once like that. Let me just try it again.
How long do you think they'll keep you locked up?
You know, I'm not even worried for my...
Oh, no, we do. We have to talk to him again and again and again. My notes just left this part out. I'm just trying to remember.
Any regrets?
So keep talking to him till he starts repeating himself. Or you repeat yourself.
I just got so sick of fish, you know?
Want me to get you out?
No. This cage is really for my protection.
And there it is. Is that it? Yes, sick of fish is the achievement for visiting someone in jail. So that is, again, very missable. So make sure you grab that one. And that's all we came to Cloud Town for. Now we need to go back to Shellmound. So up the ladder, across to the left, down the ladder, skip the animation, go down the stairs. Just giving directions for people trying to follow along. Exit the house, move to the far right when possible. We'll double click to the next screen and go past the talking tree. Come on, game, hurry up. Back past the talking tree. Here we are down in Shellmound. We're going to go stand next to Carol. We're going to get into our inventory. We're going to use the talking fish on Carol.
What's that?
You get a lot of fish when you use the right equipment.
You caught that fish? On this beach?
Yeah, sure did. Can't you tell it's a real
I'll
fish?
show you sometime. Let me think about it.
Now we're going to use the crochet hook on Carol.
Okay, you've worn me down. I've decided to tell you about my fishing secret weapon.
We have?
This. The hook that I caught that amazing fish with. I call it the Fish Reaper, or Freeper.
You don't say. Hey, do you suppose I could borrow your Reaper for a little while?
Okay, but this one we need to say is, but please promise to leave some fish in the ocean for future generations.
Promise to leave some fish in the ocean for future generations.
Thanks, kid. Guess I don't need this anymore.
We get some wire, that's important, later. Alright, once we have that, we need to go back and see Alex. Wait, do we need to? Yes, we do need to see Alex. So head up these stairs on the right and into the pyramid / volcano / spaceship. I don't really know what to call it. With Alex here, we're going to use the pitch pipe, the flute-looking, shell-looking thing on Alex.
Hey, that song that makes your space conductor return to his last port? Could you play it for me on this?
Well, I can try.
Oh, that's catchy.
Now, we don't really need to remember that,
That's actually a pretty...
but that is the tune that you play to get back to wherever it is we need to go, and that was mid, mid, high, low, mid, but that's something we need later on in the game. But I think the game, I don't think we actually have to remember it, and even if you did, I'll remember it for you, so you don't have to, okay? Now, we're going to go into our inventory. We're going to use the wire, and we're going to use it on the broken Hexipal.
Looks like this little guy lost all his low-level wiring. That explains why he's out cold.
Okay, now what we're going to do here, guys, each of these sort of wires, this is going to be a little bit tricky to explain, actually. Each of these notches here on the back of HexiPal relate to a shape or part of the wiring configuration that are then given a shape. It's really hard to explain, so I'm just going to go through this step by step. Once we have a wire that will actually equate to 3 wires, and the first time we place a wire on here, let me just do it. Place a wire from any notch to another notch. It's going to be the blue wire. The second time we do it, it's going to be the yellow wire. And the third time we do it, I think it's pink. Is it pink? It's the pink wire. Now I'm just going to take all those off. So we've got blue, then yellow, then pink wires, or red, pinky red. The other thing that I'm going to do, once we've done the 3 wires, and we put the HexiPal in the recharge station, we're going to get given a configuration of what each of these are in terms of shapes. But to do that, we need to use each of these notches. Now, I'm going to call them based on a clock. So this top notch here, that's going to be 12 o'clock. That's going to be 2 o'clock. That's 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 10 o'clock, okay? To figure out which shapes are matched to which notch. Now, this is important for you guys because yours are going to be different. They are random here on the HexiPal. This is all going to make sense as we go through each step. So for now, what you need to do is we're going to put 1 wire from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. We're going to put our second wire from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And the third wire from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Now all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the notches are being used, and that is very important for the next step. Let me just double check my notes. Yes, okay, so exit back out of here with the wires on the HexiPal. Go into your inventory, use the HexiPal on the charging station. Now you're going to need your phone or a screen capture again, like we did with the knot earlier in this video, guys. When these shapes all show up on the screen, what you want to do is take a photo or a screenshot of those 6 shapes on the screen right now. And just so that you know, and you're going to need to do this with your shapes that will most likely be different to mine because it is random. The first blue shape, so the top left, that corresponds to 12. You might even want to write this down somewhere. The second blue shape equals 2 o'clock. The first yellow shape is 4. The second yellow shape is 6. The first red shape is 8. And the final red shape, the bottom right hand side, is 10. You need to remember those shapes corresponding with those exact numbers. And remember, yours are different to mine. Or at least they could be. They might be exactly the same. You might get lucky and they might be exactly the same. So now, remembering that, what we could normally do right now, guys, is you could press your inventory and you could go and swap to Vala. And you could play through her part of Act 2 until you find a clue in Act 2 for Vala that will tell you about these pictures. I'm going to point that out later on when we do that. But I'm going to pretend that we already have that solution just so that my videos make more sense. And I'm going to tell you what the solution is. Okay. Our blue wire, I'm going to do it with this picture up on the screen. Our blue wire, to get the correct wiring on our HexiPal, our blue wire is actually correct. It needs to go from 12, the one that we've got there, that picture. Whatever your picture is of that, it might be a different color. It might be down here. If it's down here, it'll be red. So just remember this. Our blue wire needs to go from that picture to the 2 up and down arrows. So the arrows that point up and down. So our blue wire needs to go from that to that. Our yellow wire needs to go, it actually needs to start in the same spot. The yellow wire is actually exactly right. It needs to go from the left and right arrows to the triangle that's broken into 3 pieces, this one. Okay, that's where that needs to go. the red or pink wire, it's the first time I've seen this, is actually in this right starting position for me, needs to go from the complete upside down triangle. You know how it's completely filled in, it's not broken or anything like that. From that triangle to the triangle that's broken into two pieces. That triangle there that's on the top right hand corner for me. Hopefully that all makes sense. Hopefully. Okay, so if you remember which of these pictures all relate to those numbers, you could then put the numbers in for that. Remember all of that, and then go ahead and take the hexipal out, and then we're going to reconfigure it. So it'll be blue needs to go from that shape my arrows on now, to the up and down arrows. The yellow wire needs to go exactly where it is, so we're not going to move it. Actually, we do have to still move it, don't we? It needs to go exactly where it is from that shape to that shape. And then the red wire will need to go from this shape here, bottom left, to that shape in the top right. Hopefully that all makes sense, because you're not going to be able to see those shapes after I get off this screen. So we're going to pick up the hexipal. We are going to rewire the hexipal, so select him in our inventory and press X. Take off all the wires.
Take that one back.
You're going to use your screenshot or whatever you've got written down to help you. I'm just opening up my photo that I just took. Okay, so for me, the 3 lines shape was at 12 o'clock. So I need to start my blue wire at 12 o'clock. And then I need to get the 2 up and down arrows, which was at 10 o'clock for me. So I go from there to there. That's where my blue wire goes. Now yours might be in a completely different spot, guys. Do remember that. Okay, the next one I needed was the yellow wire needs to go from the 2 left and right arrows. So for me, that was here. And it needs to go to the 3 pieces triangle, the triangle broken into 3 pieces, which for me was 6 o'clock. And then I need the red to go from the filled in triangle, the completely normal triangle, which for me was at 8 o'clock. And I need it to end at the broken into 2 pieces triangle, which was 2 o'clock. So yours could look completely different. Okay, but do that wiring. Hopefully that all makes sense. If you're having trouble, let me know down in the comments. And I'll try and get to your comments as quickly as I can and give you an answer. But anyway, that's how I have to wire it. As soon as I've done that, I then use the hexipal on Alex.
I don't know why.
Okay, and if you've done the wiring wrong like I have, what we can do is check the hexipal back into the recharge station, and it will tell us which wires we've got. And I'll tell you what's wrong with mine. So hopefully you can work out yours.
You're alive, little buddy. How do you feel? So glad to have you.
Ah, I did do the wiring right, but then I forgot to put him back in the recharge station. Let's try that. Let's try him on Alex now.
Hey,
I didn't put those
I think
notes.
he wants to help.
Wow, look at him go. Oh, and he knows electronics.
Okay, so I had the wiring right, but I forgot to put him back in the recharge station.
Yep, and they do windows.
Awesome. Okay, so once we've done that, we then need to... Oh, we get an achievement for doing that too. I forgot about that. That's just story related for finding a genius. That's no problems. Then we need to get out the feathered suit, and we need to use that on Alex.
Hey, I got a radiation suit.
Great. Hey, what's up with all the feathers?
Extra protection. Recent tech advancement.
You don't say. Well, I have been asleep for a long time.
Okay, guys, guess what? Once we've done the hexipal and we've given him the suit, there is nothing else we can do for now here with Shay in Act 2. We are going to need to switch to Valor and complete Act 2 with Valor. And after doing that, we'll be on to the finale where we're going to play as a bit of both characters here and there to finish off our first run of the game, guys. So that means that's the end of this video. Hope you found it helpful. Hope you got all those missable achievements and you're having fun with the game and the series. If you are, guys, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Also, commenting down below, it really helps people find my video and helps my channel grow. So please, if you can, do that. If you want to support my channel even more than that, please become a member here on YouTube or support me on Patreon. Whatever you fancy. I appreciate all the support, even just the likes and the comments, guys. I really, really do. So thank you so much. There's the bell. You know what that means. Class dismissed.